Hey, what's happening, man? It's El Haj Lavelle. Let me get it real quick. But first, let me break it down, though. So, I am up here in New Jersey. I'm staying in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and we're right next to the Newark Airport. Um, the planes are taking off every day, all day. It's like a nonstop thing. And to some people, it gets on their nerves. But for me, man, I'm loving it, right? And I've been looking at these planes take off, and I mean, they're like really close. And I'm seeing these planes take off, and I noticed that every single plane that takes off does a bank right, right? Hold on. Every plane that takes off banks right, right? You get them. Every plane that takes off banks right. And so I was looking at that and I was like, man, I know every plane that's taking off is not going the same exact destination. I know it's not going the same exact place, the same exact route. Why is every single plane that takes off banking right, right? And so, I'm stupid. Anyway, so today I had opportunity to actually talk to a pilot, and he was outside the hotel, and I was like, "Hey, how come every plane that takes off, that sounds like a plane right there, it might be coming through on this mic, but banking right." But I was like, "Hey, man, how come every plane that takes off banks right like that?" No, one was doing it while we were talking, and he was like, "Well, that's because it's so much air traffic here that with JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark, that when the planes take off, there's a set route that they have to take before they get on course with where they're supposed to be going, right?" I said, so basically, whenever you all take off, you all are being put out of route to be put on route to where you're going. And he was like, exactly. And I was looking at that and I was thinking about that and I was like, huh, some of y'all already know where I'm going with this. But then he said, it's not just that we're being put off route. We don't even know what route we're gonna be put on. Ooh. Look, he said, that man said, when they take off, um, they know the direction in which they're supposed to start. But the tower don't come through until later to tell them, to reveal to them, to put them on the proper course that's going to get them to where they're actually going. There's all types of things that go on as far as within that tower with calculations and all the other stuff that's going on in the sky and then weather patterns and all of this. And it's all coming once they get in position because once they get in position, that's when they're able to tell or determine what it is that's necessary to get them to where they're going, right? And so I was just looking at that, man, and I was thinking about us and how we be moving and how we don't be moving. And it's similar to what God is trying to do with us, man. I mean, straight up, if you really sit and think about it, God is waiting on us to take off. God is waiting on us to commit. God is waiting on us to stop playing. The moment that we start moving, the moment that we start making things happen, the moment that we start acting like God has plans for us, that's when God is going to start moving. And the reason why we don't be seeing God move is because God is still sitting up waiting on us. He's like, man, dude, this dude still don't get it. This chick still. And that's what we need to start looking at. That's what we need to start considering. Man, if you know that God is wanting to do something with you, if we know that God wants to do something with us, why is it that we sit and look at it and just be playing and be cool with being stagnant? You know what I'm saying? It is time for us to stop looking at it. It's time for us to go get it, man. I mean, so say, hey, look, listen to me. Listen to me. If you want to get where you supposed to be, if you trying to get what you trying to get, if you trying to be who you supposed to be, and look, I need you to understand this. This ain't just for Christians either. This is for everybody. So if you don't believe the way I believe, that's cool, but it's still for you. Because just because you don't believe the way that I believe, don't mean you don't got plans of your own and don't mean that you don't want to make good in the community and don't want to be a better person and don't want you. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to go to sleep.